Hi everybody. Happy quarantine crafting. So I shared this on my Instagram page and I wanted to show everybody, I wanted to show you the insides of it here. So I follow, she is absolutely amazing. Her name or her Instagram name is Moonside Parlor. I will link her account below, but she makes these amazing journals. So I made this one because I've been following her and I made this little dangly charm. I'm just going to talk to you while I show you what's on here. So I follow her on Instagram and she makes these amazing vintage journals. They are beautiful. I cannot craft that style at all. But since I've been following her, I've really wanted to make a traveler's notebook. That's what I mean by journals, traveler's notebooks. So I made this one. I used mostly for the cover carousel, but inside I used a whole bunch of different collections. So I made this little shaker window. I did back it with a piece of paper. You can see it here. I was originally going to leave it clear so you can see through to the other side, but the way that I did the shaker, it didn't look good on the other side. So I backed it and covered it. So you can't even see that there's the shaker window there. But so here's the first page. I added a little pocket here, some journaling ephemera. These are from a Maggie Holmes collection. I don't remember which one because I have them all mixed together. There's a little journaling. This piece of paper here, which is, again, I'll show you the other side of it, but that's the new Maggie Holmes Sweet Story paper. So there's some ephemera and journaling pieces in here. I'll put that back in later. This is a little glassine little baggie that I cut the top so that it could be a pocket here. So again, the Moonside Parlor that I follow, she always includes these really old vintage-y little papers because all her journals are vintage, and you can just write on the back if you want. This is a recipe. I went to a garage sale probably about 2 years ago, and it was an old woman had passed away, and they were selling, they confiscated, not confiscated, but I forget, estate sale, a company, because she has no family left, a company bought her house, and here's a bunch of pages here, and they were selling all her stuff, and I could not pass by this little wooden box that had this is also from there, had all these old recipes. I was like, this poor grandma. So I took this box home, and I'm like, her box is going to live in my crafty space so it can be carried on, and at least, you know, her stuff is somewhere and not just thrown in the garbage. So I'd never used it, but now I am. I'm actually using the stuff that's in there. So this is a little piece of fabric. It's on the cover also. There's a rose. You can't really see the rose back there, but I got that when I took a sewing class. They were getting rid of some scraps, so I grabbed it. This is the paper from the new collection, Sweet Story. Is it Sweet Story? I think that's what it's called. So the inside, these little, oh, there's an ant on my face. What? These little index cards are also from that little box from the little woman who I have her life's worth of recipes in there. So this paper, see how you can see the journaling? That's what this little piece of paper here was. I put some trim, some pom-pom trim. This she does. So this she does on all her pages, and I kind of made it a little messy looking, which I don't mind, but she has it down pat where it's like perfectly folded. I'm sure I'll get better in time, but I didn't mind the way that it looks, so I kept it that way. But it wasn't supposed to be like twisty over there. And I added more ephemera. So this piece I was so excited about. So here, I took vellum, and I took a Tim Holtz stencil, and I took Tombow glue, and I took the Tombow, the green one, which is, I guess, repositional glue, and I squeegeed or put it on the stencil so it made this pattern, and then once it dried, it stays quite tacky. And then I took the minking foil sheets and minked a few different colors on there, and I love how it came out. I was so excited because I have so many stencils that I never use, and I bought a lot of this minking foil that I also never use. So I also did a little bit here on the butterfly. Let me put these back in there. This is sold. I had it listed on Instagram. I did sell this one. If you would like one, just send me a DM. It won't be like this, but it'll be similar. I can always make more. Here's some more little tutu trim. And this one here, so this is a little vinyl. This pink vinyl is, I think, in Joann's. Amy sent it to me because we don't have, I couldn't find it here. I think it's from Joann's, but I made a little pocket. I threw these little gold leaves in there just to add a little bit of texture and depth to it. I do wish now that it's done, I wish that I had put this in the other way. So the zipper would be up here. So when I close it, I could have added a little dangly, but that's what happens when, this is my first one of these. And that's what happens when you do it. You learn from your mistakes. So all I had to do was flip this around. I added these little these little paper corners because I didn't like the way the zipper looked. So I just stitched these little paper corners on there. These come out for journaling. These come out for journaling. This is the other side of the envelope. So she can take this off and journal here. It's kind of tucked under here as it holds it down. This is the other side of that little recipe, or I'm not even sure what this, sixth egg. I can't even read this. 5 white segments are separated. 6 eggs, please. I'll place 5 white separated. 6th, I don't even know. But it is interesting to see. This is just kind of tucked in here, and also there's a little clip down here. This comes out. I think this is Willow Lane ephemera, but I'm not sure. Here's the other side of that glassine bag. So this is the part that's open, and then I cut the top of the other side so it would also be open. Let's see, a couple more ephemera pieces, another little index card from my friend Granny, my friend. Here's a more journaling space. There's a little bit more of the foiling on this one. This is a pocket here. Let me show you. See, okay, pocket. And that is it. Here's the back. There's also a little pocket in the back. I loved making this. I really did. I bought this silk twine from somebody on Instagram. I will link her information, not Instagram, on Etsy. I will link her information below. I have so many colors. This is also that same stuff. She has so many different colors, so I will be sure to link it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys love one of my first, it's actually my second traveler's notebook, but the first one, oh wait, I did a traveler's notebook swap, but I can't even remember now. I think we just made inserts. Yes, it was a long time ago. It was one of my favorite swaps, actually. But so this is my first one where it's quite chunky, and I'm making it with the purpose of being inspired from being I can't even speak anymore. You get it. I made it because I was inspired, and I really desperately wanted to make one. I wish I could craft vintage style, but my cute little girly carousel pinkies is going to have to do for now. Thanks, guys. I hope you're all staying sane. Bye.